Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to King Steve Arias here. This is a movie review, my first movie review that I will be doing, and this is on Ant-Man. I went to go see Ant-Man yesterday at the premiere on Thursday night, and let me tell you something. Marvel is not losing their touch. They haven't lost it. It's really good. I am a personal Ant-Man fan, and I loved it. I thought it was amazing. It was really good. I'm gonna go over the movie, a little bit of plot points. Not gonna give away anything. There aren't any spoilers in this movie, but I'm gonna go through things I liked, things I didn't like, and you can just make up your decision whether you want to go see it or not. But I would highly recommend going to see it. I will be having a video hopefully before this saying what my grading system will be like, and like what I think you should, like a grading system, and a cool one at that. But anyway, so this is what I think about Ant-Man. At the beginning, there is this guy, and he's basically a burglar. He goes into places and he steals. It was a little bit like a heist movie. It gave me like a heist feel. Like if you've ever seen like a heist movie, you know what I'm talking about. The guys are going in, they're trying to steal something, and it's like something really valuable. And it almost makes fun of that to a certain degree, but like I didn't think it was gonna be like that, and that's not a bad thing. It just kind of was mixed in there along with all the other features to it. I thought it was pretty cool. There is Hope, who is the daughter of Hank Pym, who is the original Ant-Man. And in this movie, their chemistry is a little weird. Not really the bad thing, but there's just one part, and if you go to see it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. There's just one part where they're getting really teary-eyed, and they kind of confess their feelings towards each other, things like that. And at this one part, it's like really weird. Like she's really over dramatic, and then there's him, who's like the opposite of that. He's like over there. He's like she's like, "But I love you, Dad. I love you," and he's like, "I know, but I love you too." It's like literally like she's over dramatizing it, and he's the exact opposite. So there is those things, and it's how it is. I thought that was really cool. I thought something that was really cool is Marvel makes their kind of own unique characters. They kind of build things up. And one of the really cool things about Ant-Man was, I was thinking, how is Marvel going to make Ant-Man his own? Because he can only shrink at this point. Later on, spoiler alert, if you don't want to know, he probably is going to become Giant Man along with Ant-Man, which means he can grow and go small. But anyways, for now, we have seen Ant-Man just shrink. And basically what that means for us is that, like, how is that cool? Well, apparently he's got super strength. So, like, while he's an ant, he can, like, toss people just like he can in real life and stuff like that. Something else is he can, like, fire guns and stuff, like shooting out. And the coolest thing I think about it is the ants. Now, the ants, you think, oh, it's just an ant, it's not that big of a deal. But there are different ants specifically good for different things. There are these ants that, like that shoot poison, and they're like, they hurt you when they bite you or whatever, they inject poison. There are flying ants, so, like, he can move all around. There are these ants that can join together to combine to make certain things like rafts, you'll see, or ladders or stuff like that. So these ants are good for certain little things that really help the movie along and that really make Ant-Man a threat. It's not just Ant-Man that makes Ant-Man a threat, it's all the ants. And you can see that in this movie, and I think that was a good way to showcase the abilities and the power of this kind of hero. I think that's going to be really, really, really cool later on. I think it'd be really cool is if they could make the ants giant at one point, and he have his own giant ant army where they're just following Giant Man around and doing what he wants. That would be really spectacular, and I can't wait. So without further ado, I'm going to say that this movie is worth the full admission price at the movies. I have something that's above that, and that's called fantastical. And if you haven't heard me say that, I say that like after every have a fantastical day. That's what I normally say. But this is not fantastical, and it just had a couple of things in there that kind of dropped it down just a little bit for me. It was the movie that I wanted it to be in more, but it didn't quite meet that, like, next level. Didn't quite get there for me. So I'm going to say it's worth buying at full, admission price at the theaters. Completely worth it. Go see it with your family. I think it's a great movie for kids as well. It's really, really funny. I didn't think there was going to be that much humor, but there is actually quite a lot of humor. So if you really enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxies, I would probably highly advise this to you. Sorry. Because I feel that it would be really good for you. And kids, I think it's pretty kid friendly. I think there was like one or two curse words in there somewhere along the line, but they kind of poke fun at it too. So, it just depends on what you guys think, and yeah. So, basically, I think it was really great, full admission price, and I think that's just about it. Oh, at the very end of the movie, now you're gonna see one cutscene, and you're gonna be like, great, that's awesome. There is another at the very end, and it's really, really important. Or maybe not super, super important. Like, it's not really going to take away from any of the other movies or anything, but it gives you a glimpse of something that you really, really, really want to see. Especially, maybe this is a little bit of spoiler, but especially if you're a Captain America fan. You're definitely wanting to stay till the end. Alright, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys next time, and ignore my brother who's in the background. I will catch you guys later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.